My name is Jake, and these are the three guys watching my speech tonight. Hi, I'm Jake Phillips, and I'm curious, I have a question. Raise your hand if you've ever been approached by someone you know who is selling something. Yes, all of us. Well done. Chances are that person was part of a MLM, right? Multi-level marketing scheme. And these are designed to get you to like something, make you like it so much that you want to sell it, and then if you sell it, you make money off of it. Some of your money goes to the guy that told you about it, etc., also called a pyramid scheme. We generally don't care for these days. We see right through them, and I'm happy about that, I think. I'd like to investigate more seriously and in depth one particular MLM, and that's essential oils. There's a couple companies, doTERRA and Young Living are their names. I've had people approach me about essential oils several times, also my wife, so I experience things by proxy through her. And so this evening we'll examine essential oils. Although we can find a myriad of anecdotal evidence, there's not a lot of things that support it in the research. There's a little, and we're going to get into that. But we're going to talk about how, objectively speaking, there are better ways to take care of your health. So let's dig in. The opposing position, what we're looking at here, the claims that are made by essential oil companies, is there's an oil for everything. Okay, if you've got hypertension, if you've got arthritis, if you've got respiratory problems, if you want to check out some weight loss solutions, there's supposedly an oil for everything. There's an infographic I found on Instagram that purports to have an oil that will be calming, another one that's cooling, another one that's cleansing, clearing, restoring, supporting, freeing, empowering, and soothing, and many more. What do those words even mean, right? Not a thing. They don't mean anything. The more descriptive words that accompany those, one oil is skin, sleep, mood. So one oil can improve your skin and make you sleep better and make you happier. Another one is tummy and tension. Don't ask me what that means. Clean and detox. Those seem to go together, I'll give them that. And respiratory support, which is something that you should probably see a doctor about. There are no sources, of course. There are no studies that say any of these things, not on that account and not anywhere else. None of these claims are supported by any body of evidence. There's a blurb that I'll share from the poster who says, essential oils are carbon-based, as are humans. When you use an essential oil on or in your body recognizes it and instinctively knows where to utilize the oil in order to support your body. This means there are no side effects when you are using essential oils, just benefits. For example, if you're using a drop of frankincense under your tongue for the anti-inflammatory properties, you will also get the emotionally calming and balancing benefits of this oil. Pretty amazing, right? No, it's actually not amazing because none of those things are backed up by any modicum of research. And so, there are no sources, and P.S. frankincense is $100 for a little vial, retail price. So, what we want to do here is do a little homework for them, right? So I did that. I looked into some studies that do prove a few useful things about essential oils. Lavender is perhaps the most researched. One placebo-controlled trial in a long-stay psychogeriatric ward found that the dementia patients there actually did have improved outcomes for agitated behavior with severe dementia with the use of 2% lavender oil solution. There was a study on rats, however, by the Royal Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain. It stated that the immediate allergic response of the body could be mitigated somewhat by also lavender oil. And that was both in vivo and vitro, so in a test tube and in the actual rat. Now again, lavender is very common. It probably gets studied the most because of its proliferation. That doesn't mean that it is effective for all the things that people may say it is, but we do have some research that benefits lavender. So where's the harm here, right? What if this is just some product people are selling and that's fine, they can do that? Well, look at your community. There's a YouTube user who made a video called I Quit doTERRA and Why, doTERRA being a oil company. They spoke about the pay system and how when they asked their upline, the people above them in the pyramid who recruited them, they couldn't even answer their questions about compensation. So after all this work, after spending all this money, they couldn't even get the supposed monetary compensation they were supposed to. They also said that they felt they were overpriced. They felt guilty selling things to people who should probably just go see a doctor for their asthma or their fill in the blank, right? Thirdly, and this is much more important than what some YouTube user has to say, an article published in Cell Proliferation details something called cytotoxicity that is present in many of these volatile compounds. To quote that study, essential oils are a potent aromatic compound, and evaluation of their toxicity is important before beneficial antimicrobial activity or any other beneficial purpose can be put to safe economic use. These are actual volatile compounds. If you've ever seen a cocktail made with a twist of orange, sometimes they'll light the flammable juices from the rind of the orange on fire. That's because that's an essential oil and it is flammable. These are volatile compounds that your body doesn't always respond to in the way that you would assume. So even if we ignore safety for a moment, we can look at some other data. I've got 3 studies to go over with you real quick. We have the first study from the journal Palliative Medicine showing that essential oils combined with massage, which is a popular new trend, right? Use that oil as massage oil, showed no benefit beyond what the massage already provided. To quote the abstract, it says, "We were unable to demonstrate any significant long-term benefits of aromatherapy or massage in terms of improving pain control, anxiety, or quality of life. However, sleep scores improved significantly in both the massage and combined massage groups. There were also statistically significant reductions in depression scores in the massage group, not in the aromatherapy and massage, or just aromatherapy group, but we can see just the massage group experienced benefits." Another one from the Asian Pacific Journal of Tropical Biomedicine states in their review, "The essential oils are found to be more beneficial when other aspects of life, like diet, are given due consideration." So that statement, of course, leads us to believe that the usage of aromatherapy isn't inherently necessary or beneficial by itself. It's this add-on thing that isn't actually providing the thing it claims to provide. It reminds me of children's cereal commercials, right? Part of a complete balanced breakfast alongside milk and buttered toast and orange juice and fresh fruit. So what's the cereal even there for, right? Heroin is a part of a complete breakfast, if you like. So don't do heroin. Finally, perhaps the most clinical study I could find. Oils were tested against a proven antiemetic. That's something that keeps you from throwing up. In a post-operative scenario. Some oils claim to support digestion. There's one called Digestease that's supposed to help. So this was a relatively useful study. It was found that oils were about as effective as a placebo. So overall, it says the nausea severity at the end of treatment, aromatherapy may have similar effectiveness to placebo, and similar numbers of participants were nausea-free. So what are we supposed to do about our symptoms if we can't use essential oils? Go see your doctor. Please find a way to see a physician. My only stance on any of this is that regular doctor's visits, if you can find a way to afford them or find them for free in your community, are the most beneficial thing for you. I can't say more than that, and I won't, because I'm not a licensed doctor. But you know who is? A licensed doctor in your area that I really think you should check out if you have a health question. So, your doctor can answer your questions. I know there's a lot of barriers to healthcare. I know that health insurance is hard to come by. I am actually currently uninsured. I am jobless, so is my wife. We are living with my parents. I don't have health insurance. I would be paying out of pocket. But if I needed it, I could go to a minute clinic at a Walgreens, right, and pay $100 out of my savings and try to get myself an appointment. That would be worth it to me because a professional who knows what they're talking about will be giving me health advice. So, in conclusion, these claims are spurious. There's a lot more research needed. What effects are there are just placebo-like and don't really do a whole lot for the user. Please go see your physician. I challenge each of us, including myself, to go to regular visits once or twice a year, ask every question you can possibly think of. Because if you put a lot of faith in essential oils, they do smell good, by the way. Use them for smell all you want. It's an air freshener. But if you put a lot of faith in these things, you're really just hurting yourself and your wallet.